What's going on, everybody? My name is Drew. Welcome to Generation Crypto. In this video, I just wanted to give an update on the Aquagoat V2 migration. In my last Aquagoat video, where I went over Aquagoat's V2 contract and the reasons for the update and change to their current contract, I had a small section at the end of the video where I explained how to migrate your tokens from V1 to V2 for those that held their tokens on a wallet like Trust Wallet and MetaMask. For a lot of people, this process seemed to be a bit confusing, and there were some people who were not aware of the changes coming to Aquagoat before the migration deadline, or who were confused and were unable to migrate before the deadline as well. Now, totally understandably, this led to a lot of frustration and anger as many holders and people felt cheated out of their investments because they were unable to migrate, either because they were unaware or unable. However, the dev team has heard the community. They've heard your guys' complaints, and they've heard the frustrations that a lot of people were having, and the fact that many people were unaware of the migration before the actual deadline occurred. Because of this, they've actually released a statement on all of their socials as well as on their website, and you can catch a copy of that on the community tab of this YouTube channel, or by going to their website, their Twitter, or my Twitter to go ahead and read that full post. What that post essentially says is that they've heard everyone and the issues that they've been having, and so for those individuals who hold their Aquagoat on a wallet like Trust Wallet, MetaMask, or now the newly released Safemoon Wallet, they have a new way for you to get your V1 tokens migrated over to your new V2 tokens. So they've labeled out some qualifications for you to go ahead and participate in this late migration. You have to have been a holder of Aquagoat V1 on or before August the 15th of 2021. So anyone who have purchased their first set of Aquagoat tokens after August 15th or were a completely new holder after August 15th do not qualify for this migration method. If you fit into those parameters and are a long-term holder of Aquagoat before that date, then all you need to do is go to their website and fill out the form, as you can see here on your screen. Now, that form is only going to ask for some very basic information. First of all, it's going to ask for your contact email. This is going to be the best email or method to contact you. Below that, they're also going to be asking for you to paste your wallet address. Now, this is your public address. Like I mentioned before, this is only for wallet holders. So on Trust Wallet, MetaMask, or the new Safemoon Wallet. Now, all you have to do is copy that address and paste that in letter for letter there so that they can go ahead and check the blockchain to verify your transactions and make sure they give you the appropriate amount of V2 for your V1 tokens. And then the last two things they're going to ask you is two questions. If you've held your tokens since before August 15th, and if you have purchased those tokens prior to the AMA on September 6th. Now, I would advise not lying on these two questions, as they can simply just check the blockchain and the hashes to verify if that information is correct or not. So you're not going to really be able to beat around the bush on that one simply by lying on those answers. And that's basically it. You submit the form, and then they will reach out to you via email. Submissions will be approved one by one on a case-by-case basis. So please expect a 2 to 3 week waiting period. Reported messages asking for the status of your submission will not bump you up in the queue. You will receive an email from us at support@Aquagoat.Finance confirming whether your submission was approved or not based upon the criteria outlined above. No, we will never ask for your seed phrase, nor will we ever ask you to verify your wallet at a particular site. So do not trust anyone claiming to be us asking for these things. We will only ask for your public wallet address and your transaction hash. Do not send funds until instructions to do so by the official email above. Check for exact email spelling, as any other email address is not us. So as you can see, they're really trying to emphasize there that there is scammers out there that are going to try to take advantage of this. Never give away your seed phrase, and make sure that if you do receive an email, that it is from that specific email. There's no accent on any of the letters, that it's not misspelled. Now, if you're not wanting to wait the full 2 to 3 week process to move over from your V1 to your V2 tokens, you could always sell your V1 tokens and then purchase into the new V2 tokens. Now, once again, I do need to emphasize that the migration process for sending your tokens to another contract is over. So do not send your V1 tokens to any other addresses, whether that is their marketing wallet or the new V2 contract. Do not send your tokens there, because that migration process has officially ended. Now, for those of you who held your Aquagoat tokens or still hold your V1 Aquagoat tokens on an exchange, there is a different set of instructions for you guys. Now, if you hold your tokens on Bitmart, Hotbit, Bitrue, Whitebit, LBank, Buybox, or VNDC, you do not have to do anything. Those exchanges are going to automatically be migrating your V1 tokens over to V2 Aquagoat tokens. So you do not need to send your tokens anywhere, and you do not need to send in a form request, because those will be happening in due time based upon which exchange that you're on. At this point, some of you may have already had that process occur, so you may want to go back and check because you may have already had your V1 tokens migrated over to V2. If your tokens are on another exchange that is not listed in the list that I just went over, then the best method for you to go ahead and do is to go ahead and fill out that form and see the steps that you would need to take on your individual case, just like you would for all of our wallet holders. Now, if you haven't checked out my explanation video going over why they are moving over to a new contract, you can check it out by clicking the icon that is appearing on your screen now. That video will go into a lot of the details as to the reasons why a V2 contract was needed in the first place and why this was the way that they had to migrate over and couldn't just airdrop people those tokens. The short answer, they did not own the rights to that contract because their V1 contract was renounced. Now, that V2 video was designed and aimed towards an audience of current Aquagoat holders with the intention of explaining the reason for the changes coming to the V1 contract and why it was necessary to move over to a V2 contract. However, I will also be dropping a video relatively soon, which is basically an updated video of my original Aquagoat video, which I put out in my What the FUD series. Now, that video is going to be aimed towards new investors or new holders of Aquagoat who may have never heard of the project in the past, or may be new to the project in general and may not know a lot about it yet. So if you're a current holder of Aquagoat and you've already seen my V2 video, there's going to be a lot of redundant information and maybe even word for word repeated information in this new video that I'm releasing soon. However, I have also added new information and new details in that video if you want to go ahead and check it out anyways. Now, I hope this short video was able to clarify the migration process for you and help you figure out your next steps that you would need to take in order to fully migrate your V1 tokens over to your V2 tokens. Now, one last thing I did want to point out is there was a lot of confusion last week with the V1 price on Trust Wallet and a couple of other exchanges where people thought that their V1 tokens had risen by about 10,000%. Now, this was actually totally not true and was a misreporting by Trust Wallet and other exchanges. So if you tried to sell your tokens at that price and it was sold for a significantly less price, that is because that was not the actual price of the V1 contract at that time. In order to get an accurate reading on the price, go ahead and check out the PooCoin charts or go ahead and check out PancakeSwap to get a better accurate reading of what those prices actually are. If you still have any questions after this video or after watching my other videos, go ahead and leave a comment in the comment section and I will do my best to answer your question or point you in the right direction where you can learn more information. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you in my next video.